What's up, CHFFL? Welcome to week 9. I know we've got a game going this morning. I haven't really been keeping up with it too much, but we'll try and get these predictions and previews up before the 1 o'clock games. So, week 8 wrap up, the last week of inter-conference play. I went 4-2 with my predictions, taking me to 34-14 on the season. Brad was team of the week, I think 177 or something around there. Very nice. I won the game of the week with Max. And a good matchup came way down to the wire, and the Patriots defense bailed me out yet again. The High Seas went 4-2 for a second straight week. I'm taking them to 11-7 for interconference play. And I haven't done the math yet, but I think the High Seas is getting pretty close, if not already caught up with Toontown in terms of total points. So the conferences really don't have that disparity anymore. Going over waivers real fast. Danny Amendola, Roy got him for $25. I spent 11 on Dallas Goedert. I don't know why. Max spent 5 on Darius Slayton, and then there was another one that's not on here because it was on either Thursday or Friday, but Wes got Ronald Jones when he was dropped for, I think, 16. Getting into this week's matchups, first we have myself and Windfall Island Nittany Lions against Parker and Blackbeard's Trading Company. We had a pretty sloppy Thursday game with that San Francisco, Arizona. I think I got like 6 combined points from my kicker and Christian Kirk, and Parker only got 4 from San Francisco's defense, who was supposed to be top defense this week. Watching Devontae Adams for Parker, he's questionable, and Parker also, I think, made a statement in chat that if I pick against him, that's when he wins. So I'm picking Parker to win this matchup. Alright, next, Salty Sea Dogs versus the Butt-Touching Booty Bandits. Grant has 3 players who were wrapping up when I was making this. They had 21 points at the time. Brad is kind of weakened this week with Julio, Cooper Kupp, and Jared Goff all on bye, but I'm still going with Brad. He's even missing some big guys. His team is very strong right now, and Grant a little bit slow with that start. Next, moving on to Captain Phillips and the Megalodons. Minnie got that nice bonus from Kenyon Drake getting traded to Arizona with David Johnson and Chase Edmonds being really banged up. Kenyon Drake put up 30 points on Thursday. For Marty now, Mixon and Breeze are on a bye, and T.Y. Hilton's injured. I can't remember if that just came up during the practices this week or if that was known from last week's game. But either way, I'm going with Minnie because Marty's really kind of struggling this week, and he's already got the head start. Next, Alvin in the championships versus Shaggy got Scooby-Dooed. Starting to get really important in the Toontown Conference. All of these matchups with the middle range to lower range teams. Kittle had 19 for Wes on Thursday, but Minshew and Hopkins were having a slow start from what I saw this morning, at least around the end of the third quarter. Wes also missing Freeman and Kamara on to bye weeks. Bye weeks this is starting to get to that meaty part of the season for bye weeks, affecting a lot of people this week. Breda had 12 Thursday for Stan, but Michael Thomas and Robert Woods are also on a bye. I'm going Wes here. This one could be pretty close. Both teams are just kind of doing what they can. I like the 19 from Kittle as a start. Maybe that's giving Wes the edge here. Next, Buzz Lightyear versus No This Is Patrick. Leonard Fournette had 13 so far when I got on to do this. Todd Gurley on a bye, though, for Roy. That might offset it. But Max is going to need a high score from one of his running backs, and he hits it sometimes. Like last week, he got it with Miles Sanders against me. He's got it. Chris Carson and Mark Ingram could have big days. Ingram's playing the Patriots, though. I don't know. I like Roy's team top to bottom. Love the receivers especially. So going with Roy. And the big one, the game of the week, is the rematch between the Hillwood Football Heads and Lola Gives Me a Chub. This was, of course, the game of the week in week 4 when they played the first time. Swan won that one 148-138. I expect today's game to be very high scoring as well. They're like the only 2 teams in the league who don't have bye weeks crippling them this week. So that made it even more perfect as game of the week. Most of the players haven't gone. I think Swan might have had one person playing in the morning game. And this could be Swan's last chance to win the conference. You think about it. He's 2 games back from Mark right now. If he wins today and he goes only a game back with the tiebreaker, the head-to-head matchup, he could legitimately win the conference. But if he loses and goes 3 games back with 4 games to play, it's probably out of reach for him. I'm picking Mark. His team just top to bottom, when they're at full strength, it's pretty crazy. I couldn't see him scoring fewer than 130 just no matter what. So that's not to say it's out of reach for Swan. I do think it's going to be a great matchup. Thanks for watching. We'll get this uploaded as soon as we can since I'm a little late today. Bye.